Hey, what's up you guys? It's Rachel back at it again with the Solstice. Today I thought I'd go ahead and make my oil change video. I know I've been saying I was going to do it for a while and I finally went and recorded it today. It's all there for you guys. I did the voiceovers for the parts of the video so you can understand what you're seeing while you're watching while I'm doing it. So I really hope it's helpful for anybody who is wondering how to do Solstice oil change. Alright, so without further ado, here's the video of me doing my oil change. Alright, so here we're going to be using a 15mm wrench to go ahead and drain the old oil. It's going to be pretty hot, so make sure you watch your hands when draining. Once it's done, you're going to go ahead and re-put in the drain plug and reuse the 15mm wrench to tighten. Make sure you wipe down all old oil because you don't want it to sit there and burn. Alright, now that our drain plug is tight, we're going to go ahead and go on the top of the car and locate the oil filter cap. It is a hard plastic, be wary when touching it. It will most likely be hot if you've been running your car. We're going to use a 32mm socket. I'll use a 12 point. We're going to go ahead and put that on there, grab your extension and ratchet, and move it counterclockwise to loosen the cap. Once you get the cap loosened, you can go ahead and remove it with your hands. If it's hot, feel free to grab a rag to protect you from the heat. Once you get it out, go ahead and set it to the side, and you're going to go ahead and grab your new oil filter and gasket. Now that you have your new oil filter and gasket, we're going to go ahead and remove the old oil filter and gasket. You can go ahead and pop the old oil filter off, and you can use the rag to squeeze on the gasket for it to pop off, which makes it easier for you to grab. Now that you have all that set aside, you can go ahead and grab your new oil filter and your new gasket. What I like to use is the oil from inside the cap to lubricate the gasket, because if you don't lubricate it and you put it on there dry, it will most likely be able to crack or not seal properly, which can create problems with your oil. You could even get leaks and things of that sort. So you're going to want to make sure it's on there correctly, on the right spot, and that it is actually lubricated. Once you have your new oil filter on and your new gasket, you can go ahead and put it back where it was. You can hand tighten first to make sure it doesn't skip a thread, and go ahead and put on the 32mm socket and turn clockwise to tighten it. Now that we have the drain plug tight and a new oil filter and gasket in, we can go ahead and add new oil. Make sure you grab your funnel, and we're going to be using 5 quarts of Mobil 1 530 full synthetic. You can go ahead and take your time when adding. You do not want to overflow at one time. If you feel like the oil is going in too slow, you can grab the oil dipstick and loosen it up so it can create a little bit more airflow for the oil going in. Once you have all the oil added, you can go ahead and put the oil cap back on, tighten it, and what we're going to do is go ahead and start the vehicle. Since we're using a canister filter, which is the paper filter, it's recommended to rev the engine at 2,000 RPMs for at least 45 seconds to filter in the new oil in the new oil filter. Now that we let the oil filter through, we're going to go ahead and check our dipstick. If you have trouble getting it off, just twist it. It should come off easy. You're going to wipe off the first one, insert it back, and check your second one. You're going to make sure one reaches all the way to the full. Right here, we're on the money, so we did great. Added 5 quarts, and it's perfect. You're going to want to check your engine oil cap and your engine oil filter to make sure there isn't any oil leaking and that everything was sealed properly. You're also going to want to check your drain plug to make sure that it's tightened correctly and there will be no oil running from it. Now that we have new oil filter, and everything checked out properly, we're going to go ahead and reset our oil light. So you're going to skip through the information center until you find the oil. You're going to hold the information button and the little arrow beneath it for 10 seconds. After 10 seconds, you're going to let off, and it's going to say oil life reset. You're going to press the arrow button until it says acknowledge, and this will reset your oil life back to 100%. If you have any questions or comments, of course you can leave them below. I still have my Instagram and Snapchat, so if you guys want to add me there, that's fine too. My Instagram is @pontiac.solstice, So it's Pontiac period Solstice. My Snapchat is Captain Rach, so CAPNRACH. Feel free to add me there. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video and that it was helpful. If it was, you can go ahead and give it a like, or you can subscribe if you haven't. I do believe there's one other video, but I thought I'd go ahead and make my own because the more the merrier. Anything that'll help. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys soon.